Good morning, everyone. This is Carl F. Rose, recording live from Bedford, Pennsylvania on Thursday, March 6th, 2014. And we've got quite a few to go today. These are all Bible verses that I was led to read on July 11th, 2013. So let me start with Psalms. The first one is Psalm 32:8, and the footnote under chapter 32 is a Psalm of David, Mashil. I hope I pronounced that right. Anyway, let's go to verse 32.8. Verse 8 says, I will instruct thee and teach thee in the way which thou shalt go. I will guide thee with mine eye. I thought that was pretty good to get. And then let's go to Psalm 118:29. Okay, Psalm 118, verse 29. It says, Oh, give thanks unto the Lord, for he is good, for his mercy endureth forever. Again, another thing concerning endurance. We endure all hard things going on, and we walk in his ways through all the trials and tribulations we face, and we endure it. So that's a good thing. Okay, let me go on to Matt.
Have you ever felt? Are you listening?
Okay, Matt, chapter 22, verse 21, and then the footnote. The footnote under chapter 22 is parable of the marriage feast. Let's go to verse 21. Okay, and again, there's part of this is highlighted in red where Jesus is speaking. Let's see, 22, 21. They say unto him, Caesar's. Then saith he unto them, and this part here is what Jesus said, Render therefore unto Caesar the things which are Caesar's, and unto God the things that are God. So in other words, things that are, you gotta pay your taxes, that sort of thing. So you owe taxes, you pay your taxes. But God, and then you give to God what's his. Okay, now let's go to Mark. Okay, it's chapter 12, verse 17. Okay, the footnote under chapter 12. Mark chapter 12, the parable of the householder demanding fruit from his vineyard. Okay, verse 17. And again, this is kind of a repeat of the last one. Apparently on that day I was kind of stuck on this theme, but again, this kind of a repeat of the last verse. And Jesus answering said unto them, Render to Caesar the things that are Caesar's, and to God the things that are God's. And they marveled at him. Oh, and there was a footnote. No, Jesus wasn't into football. Now, there's a little footnote in this little section here, the question of tribute. Now, let me go on to, okay, John. A few of John. John 29:30. 30 and 31. And the footnote under John is the resurrection of Jesus Christ. Okay, let's go to verse 29. And again, part of this is highlighted in red where Jesus is speaking. Jesus saith unto him, and the following is in red. Thomas, because thou hast seen me, thou hast believed. Blessed are they that have not seen, and yet have believed. Well, yeah, that's pretty self-explanatory. Now the next one, before 30 and 31, there's a footnote. Conclusion. Why John's Gospel was written. Now let's go to chapter 29, verse 30. It says, and many other signs truly did Jesus in the presence of his disciples, which are not written in this book. But 31. But these are written, that ye might believe that Jesus is the Christ, the Son of God, and that believing ye might have life through his name. Now, I don't think I need to explain that any further into detail. Okay, now let's go into, let's see, 1 Peter. In here. 1 Peter chapter 1, 10, 11, and 12. There's a footnote under chapter 1. It says, Christian suffering and conduct in the light of full salvation. So now let's go to verses 10, 11, 12 in chapter 1. Okay. Verse 10 says, of which salvation the prophets have inquired and searched diligently, who prophesy of the grace that should come unto you. And 11, searching what manner of time the Spirit of Christ which was in them did signify, when it testified beforehand the suffering of Christ and the glory that should follow. And then 12, unto whom it was revealed that not unto themselves but unto us they did minister the things which are now reported unto you by them that have preached the gospel unto you with the Holy Ghost sent down from heaven, which things the angels desire to look into. Okay, yeah, that pretty much says it. And then the last one, let's go to Revelation. Okay, Revelation chapter 19, verse 10. There's a footnote under chapter 19. The four hallelujahs of the glory of the glorified spirits. And let's go to 19, verse 10. And here it is. And I fell at his feet to worship him. And he said unto me, see thou do it not. I am thy fellow servant and of thy brethren that have the testimony of Jesus. Worship God, for the testimony of Jesus is the spirit of prophecy. And apparently when John saw the angel, that's what this is referring to. He saw the angel and was accidentally worshiping the angel, and the angel kind of corrected him. Anyway, that's all for today. Have a good day. God bless you all. God bless the country we happen to be in. God bless America. And be sure to hug your loved ones, including your pets. Talk to you tomorrow. Goodbye.